Hey guys, it's me, Camille Scott with Xeno Enthusiast, and today I'm feeling kind of serious because I am taking a 3.5-hour exam. It's an entrance exam for the program for translation and interpretation at UCSD Extension. This exam, you have 3.5 hours to take it. There are two 45-minute grammar tests, one in Spanish and one in English, and then two 250-word translations, one from Spanish to English and one from English to Spanish. And I am allowed to use any dictionaries I want, or most of the dictionaries that I have stored on my computer, which I don't really have any stored on there, but if I did, I'd be allowed to use those. And I'm also allowed to use online dictionaries as long as they're not interactive. So that includes Google, but wouldn't allow me to, let's say, call a friend or email somebody, or there are certain kinds of translation databases that I'm also not allowed to use. And I guess this is on your honor because, you know, I'm at home doing this, but I think it would be pretty unwise to cheat on an entrance exam and get into a program that you weren't qualified to complete. So, you know, for me, that's out of the question. But I'm not feeling too nervous about it. I'm a little bit nervous about the Spanish grammar. My dominant language is definitely English, and all of my education has been in English. Although I am quite fluent in Spanish, I don't really consider myself as literate in Spanish as I am in English. So that's a little bit of a concern for me, but the exam is only $80. I'm allowed to take it every 3 months. There are a lot of classes that I can still take before passing this exam. This exam is a prerequisite for some of the higher level classes. And so I'm just going to consider this as like a practice test. So if for some reason I fail one of the 4 sections or more than one of the 4 sections, then I'll know that that's what I need to focus on in order to pass the exam in the future. And there are actually 2 really valuable classes that I have not taken yet that help you pass the exam, which are the translation English to Spanish and translation Spanish to English. I so far have taken Introduction to Translation. So at least I know valuable methods. That class was so valuable. Judy Jenner, I talk about her all the time because I love her so much, taught us several methods that we can use and steps that we can take in producing and working through a translation. So I think I'll be able to complete that in the time allotted. So anyway, I'm going to get started, and then I'll give you guys a little synopsis about how I feel after I finish the test, and in the future I'll let you guys know whether or not I passed. All right, thanks for the vote of confidence, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I finished my exam and I learned a few things. I learned that I'm actually better at translating than I thought. By far the easiest was translating from Spanish into English, but I was able to complete the English to Spanish translation to my satisfaction. There might be some errors, but I think it was pretty good. English grammar, super easy. I finished the test really quickly, but I can see how that would trip up people that English was their second language, because there were some really technical things, little problems that don't exist in other languages, specific little words that we have that people that are foreign to English often get wrong. So I could see how that would be tricky, which made me a little bit scared about the Spanish grammar test, which was hard. There were things that I was unsure about. I'm hoping I get at least a 70% to pass it, but if I don't, I'll just take it again in 3 months. So anyway, I'm gonna go meet my friend for a well-deserved drink, and then I've got to call my accountability partner at 9 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. her time, so I cannot be out too late. I will be home by 8:45. All right, guys, see you tomorrow.